Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa, for those of you who don't know. And for today's video, we're going to do something a little bit different. Today, we're going to talk about things to do during quarantine. So I have been home since March 13th. So it has been about a little more than 2 weeks of me being home. Again, I've only left for when I had to go to the grocery store, and that was it. Like, I try to stay home as much as possible. You really want to self-distance during this time. You don't want to be around people. The coronavirus is super scary. I don't want this video to be like super negative, but it's really scary. New Jersey has a lot of cases, and I'm trying to stay in as much as possible because I live with my grandma, I live with my mom, I'm like a high risk factor, so with my mom and grandma, so I'm trying to stay in as much as possible to really protect them and myself. My mom does work in the medicine field, so unfortunately she does have to work out of the house Monday to Friday. I'm very lucky I can actually work from home, so that really does help me out. What I wanted to talk about are just things to do during quarantine. I'm pretty sure that we're all hitting that mark. I mean, it's been more than 2 weeks. We're kind of getting a little stir crazy, you know what I mean? So I wanted to just throw some things out there, fun things to do at home, whether it's you and your significant other, you and your parents, you and your siblings, you and your friends, whatever. Friends meaning your roommates, not like friends, because no, don't go out and invite friends over, don't have parties or anything like that. You really want to stay home, really self-distance, really only see the people who live in your house. Like, you don't want to have parties. You want to stay the 6 feet away from people. You don't want to have more than whoever lives at your house in time, you know? So like, Ivan hasn't even come over since the lockdown has, not really lockdown, but like kind of sort of lockdown that was put into place last week. So even him and I have been FaceTiming, but that's a different story. We'll get into that. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about just little things that you guys could do to kind of pass the time by so you're not super bored at home, because I know you guys are probably getting lonely. So I definitely wanted to give you guys just some tips and tricks and little things that you could do while you are at home. So before we jump into that portion of the video, I just want to ask you guys, if you do like what you see throughout the video, please consider giving this video a thumbs up, and then also please don't forget to subscribe before you go. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started, guys. Alright, so how to stay home during quarantine. First things first, you want to set a schedule. You want to make sure that your weekends are weekends, your work days are work days. You don't want to intermix the both of them, because when you go back to work, you're like, darn, I have so much work to do on Monday morning. Or even now, you're like, darn, all I do is work. Like, that's not fun. Although I'm pretty sure your employers would like that. Person to person, definitely keep weekends as weekends, keep work days as work days. Work your normal 8 to 5, 9 to 6, 10 to 7, 7 to 4 work days, and or whatever work hours you really do if you can work from home. And after that, turn off your computer and then do your regular stuff. So definitely stick to a routine. Definitely, if you do wake up at 7 a.m., wake up as close to 7 a.m. as possible. So you want to stick to your normal routine just so times and things don't get intermingled. Today I actually had a moment where I forgot what day it was, and I was like, oh my god, I've been inside for so long. I knew that it was necessary for me to film this video for you guys, because if I'm starting to feel like this, you're probably starting to feel like this. So again, set up a schedule. You want to get dressed. Like, when you're home, at least for me, I like to be my jammies just because it is more comfortable. But no, you want to have at least a little bit of normalcy to your day. So even if you're dressed like me, I'll show you all my outfit. I'm just in like a t-shirt, and then I do have, woo, you guys almost fell. I do have leggings on. You want to make sure that you guys are dressed, because if not, you're just gonna feel like you're not really doing anything. You really are like just there. Sometimes I even throw some makeup on when I'm not filming. I'll just throw a little bit of concealer under my eyes. I'll make sure my brows have a little gel in them, you know, just to give myself more life and feel like I'm not just lounging around doing nothing all day. And that definitely does help my mindset, because I feel like when I feel and look a little bit better, it really does help me throughout the day, not feel like I'm just like, oh, there and part of the sofa, you know? So another thing, you want to make sure you shower every day, because again, like, coronavirus is scary. For one, like, health reasons, like for being like clean, you want to make sure you do shower and stuff, but just for like yourself too. When I shower, I feel better. I feel like, okay, I'm clean, I'm ready to tackle on the day, or because I do shower in the morning, I'm ready to tackle on the day. Or if you're somebody who showers at night, okay, I'm showered, I'm ready for bed. Just keep that sense of normalcy, and then also for like hygiene shower, but also just to feel a little bit better about yourself. Now, I feel like let's talk about some things that you can actually do during the quarantine. So I feel like right now, I saw a tweet on Twitter, obviously, and it said that like quarantine time is your time to glow up, you know? So during this time, you want to make sure you are glowing up for summer. Summer's right around the corner. You want to make sure you look good, you feel good, you are like your best version of yourself that you want to be for summer. So I actually kind of did this the other day. I did a face mask, I shaved, I washed my hair, I did a deep conditioner, I exfoliated my body, and I put on this like intense lotion that just leaves me so silky, so smooth, and just so good. You want to glow up, you want to pamper yourself, you want to have those pamper days. And I feel like truthfully those are just like the nice relaxing days. Have a glass of wine with it, read a book, you know, just really pamper yourself, have your glow up time because you deserve it. And right now we have the time to do it. So definitely have your glow up moment. Exercise. Truthfully, I have been exercising every single day, which is great. So I get out of work at 5, I will work out from 5 to 6 before dinner, and it just feels so nice. It gives me a sense of like purpose. Before I would try to get up early and work out, and I would just be so tired, or I would work out like after work and again just be so tired. Now I'm home, I have no excuse. I have time. Those like 20 minutes or whatever that it took you to get from work to home, work out for those 20 minutes. You'll feel so much better, and it just gives you definitely a lot more energy. Because we're home, I feel like sometimes it can be harder to sleep at night. But definitely work out. I feel like that kind of gets rid of some of your energy too. Plus, it gives you your glow up time. So during like the summer when everybody's like, oh my god, you look so fit, be like, yes, those 2 or 3 or however many long weeks we're gonna be during this quarantine, I worked out every day and I just feel so much better. So it kind of just gives you a little bit less energy, and it really is healthy for you guys too. So definitely work out, keep yourself busy, because otherwise there was like a few days where I was like, okay, I wasn't sleeping well, and I was like, okay, I just had too much energy. So definitely try to work out. You will feel so much better. Another thing that is actually great is a lot of the time I let my skin breathe. So when I'm working like 8 to 5, most of the days I don't really put on makeup. Again, I feel like sometimes when I'm feeling like extra draggy and I really want to make myself feel like a person that day and not just like I'm staying home, I'll throw on some concealer, throw on some brows, you know, make me feel a little bit better. But most of the time I actually do let my skin breathe, and I feel like my skin is loving it. My skin is like, yes, all the oxygen, I could breathe. It feels so healthy and hydrated, and you know, it just feels really, really good. I'm using a lot of like serums and stuff during the day too, because I'm pretty oily. I like to use my serums at nighttime, but now I'm like, ooh, I'm using serums during the day, and my skin just feels so much healthier, so much glowy, and actually really do enjoy it. So my skin definitely does like this breathing phase that we're going through too, which is awesome. Then another thing is do things that you didn't have time to do before. So I have wanted to clean up my closet. Now I could do that. I have the time. Now I have wanted to redo my room. I could do that. I have time. I feel like now you have the time to do things you didn't before, especially on weekends. Weekends, oftentimes we are so busy doing X, Y, Z because we have to go out and do stuff. Now, the only thing technically we're allowed to do is go get groceries. So go get your groceries if you need them, but truthfully, stay inside. Really focus on things you couldn't do before, that you didn't have time to do. Clean out that closet, fix that chair that has all of your clothes on it, because we all have a chair like that. Really just do things that you didn't have time to do before. If you're interested in starting a YouTube channel, do it. If you want to start a podcast, do it. If you want to read a bunch of books, do it. Just make a list of things that you wanted to do and slowly check them off and do it. Do it. I guess that's just the only thing. Like, if you ever have something that you wanted to do, go ahead and do it. If you wanted to stream on Twitch, do it. You can experiment now. You have the time, and we're home, so it kind of makes it a little bit better. Another really fun thing is cook. So we are home. So right now you have the time to experiment with the different recipes. You have the time to, if you have everything at home, you have the time to really bake. You have the time to make nice drinks, like, you know, so do little things like that. Even though it kind of seems silly, if you want to cook a dinner, cooking the dinner is going to take like an hour to do, more possibly, you're just killed an hour. You want to bake those cookies? Takes 45 minutes, an hour, you just killed an hour of time. So I feel like definitely bake, cook, make some drinks, you know, have fun. Definitely experiment with different foods, recipes that you wanted to try. Google a bunch of recipes. You have like Tasty, which is like amazing, which is usually where we get our recipes. And definitely just test things out and cook up a storm. Another great thing is watch TV shows. So let me know. I watch Love is Blind, love it. I watch The Bachelor, love it. I am watching Little Fires Everywhere, love it. I caught up on The Bold Type. I caught up on Good Trouble. I caught up on Good Doctor. There are just so many shows out there that I love that I now have time to catch up on. So I will just sit there and catch up on all my shows, and it's just amazing. So definitely, if you guys are interested, leave some shows down below that you guys watch that you think other people should watch, because I feel like now is the time to just really sit back and watch TV, because our one job is to stay home, guys. So stay home, don't throw parties, don't go out, really stay home, watch Netflix, chill, just lounge out when you can. And truthfully, if you do that, you're really helping society, which is kind of, if you think about it, a lot less than doctors who are putting their health on the line, people who work in the grocery stores who are putting their health on the line. Like, really just stay home so the people who have to go out can and do their job, and we're not in the way. Another great thing is, because we're home, whether you live alone, whether you live with your friend, significant other, family, I'm used to like going out and seeing friends. I'm used to going out and seeing people. Right now, best thing, we live in a really good era where we can pick up the phone and FaceTime our friends. We can pick up the phone and FaceTime our family. We can pick up the phone, even talk to people. I feel like right now I have FaceTimed people more than in the past, and I'm actually really grateful for it. I feel like before I always took advantage of it, but if this happened like 50 years ago, not even 50, this happened like 10 years ago, whenever like Apple came out, we wouldn't be able to really FaceTime people. We would really be stuck in isolation. Right now we have the ability to pick up our phone and make a call or a FaceTime and really see the person. So sometimes Ivan and I will have like little FaceTime dates, and we'll catch up on shows that we watch together. My friends and I will have FaceTime happy hours. So we sit there, have some wine, have some drinks, talk, laugh, you know, it's just really fun. So definitely pick up the phone, FaceTime friends, family, a boyfriend, significant other, people that you can't see right now, even grandparents. Call up your grandparents, make sure they're okay. And we live in a time where it's really easy to do that. So I'm actually very grateful, and it also like passes the time by. Like Ivan and I will be on FaceTime for like an hour. I mean, my friends and I will be on FaceTime for like 4 hours. It's just really fun, and I feel really blessed that we're able to do that right now. Another great thing is to find a hobby. So I know some of us, it's just work and home, which is hard. Find a hobby, find something you like to do, whether it's drawing, read a book, exercise. I feel like right now you have that time, you have that free time. We're able to really find a hobby that you like, find a hobby that you enjoy, and really just pick it up and learn it, whether you want to knit, color, whatever you want to do. We have the time to really endless amount of time right now, because we don't know when this quarantine is going to be over. We have endless amount of time to pick up a hobby and master it, which is great. So then when you're out, when we're out of this quarantine, we can be like, okay, we like to draw on the side, we like to write on the side. So it's also something that you're building now, but you can use in the future. Another great thing is reading. I love reading. I used to do a book of the month, but I was so busy that I didn't have time to read all of my books of the month. So now I have the time, I have to stay home, I could sit and read a book, and I'm just so excited about it. I talked to somebody on Instagram, don't even know the person, just commented on their photo saying, oh my god, I love this, I hope that you're okay. Like, I'm an introvert, praying for you, hope you're okay, like hope you're safe, whatever. And then we started talking about books, and they gave me book recommendations. A lot of libraries are actually allowing you to rent books on your phone, which is even better. So most libraries are closed, so all you have to do is just download an app that is specific to your specific library. You could call up and figure that out, and then definitely just download books, read them, and it just helps pass time away. I love reading, so I'm actually super excited that I now have the time to just sit back and, you know, read and enjoy it. Another good thing is meditating. So I used to never meditate, even though now it's like super hard for me. I feel like right now meditating and yoga is really helped to bring me to peace and really just help me out, because I have really bad anxiety, and I feel like I mentioned this in another video. I was up at 4 a.m. one day just really worried about like if my mom got coronavirus or like my grandma or me, and just how they would feel and how I would feel. I can get so worked up that really meditating or doing yoga and just taking your breath, really focusing on your breath, clearing your mind, focusing on the present really does help. So meditating and yoga for me have been super helpful. I love yoga. I've always loved yoga, but now I just find it so much more peaceful and calming, and it really just helps me out. And then last but not least, find some board games, play some board games. I'll leave a few photos of board games that I have at home, but these are great for 2 people, some are great for 1 people. I'll leave them all here. I'll leave some in the description box down below. If you guys have any board games that you love and that you want to share with other people, then definitely leave that in the comments, but definitely play some board games. It helps to pass the time away. Add a few drinks in there, and makes it even better. So yeah guys, that is it for this video. I hope that you all did enjoy this video. I hope that it was a little bit helpful. These are just little tips and tricks and little things that I do, that my family does, so we can kind of pass the time, because being inside all the time, you can get a little stir crazy. So this definitely does help. But I hope that you all did enjoy this video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Also, please do not forget to subscribe before you go if you did like what you saw, so you can be part of the ATFB fam. ATFB, all things fashion and beauty, and hit the post notification bell so you can get notified of all my future uploads. I usually do upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 3 p.m. EST. But that's it guys. I hope that you're all safe. Please stay indoors, practice social distancing, and really only go out when you have to. But I hope that you guys are all staying safe, and I will see you guys in a few days in my next video. Bye!